Running Wild was a very obscure and unusual style of racing game that was released for the PlayStation in 1998, and what this can be considered as a foot race type of racing game. These type of games are quite rare, and there was only a handful of them released on the PlayStation. Some more primarily known, especially in Japan, with Pepsi Man. That was also a very popular game in that region, but there was also another game by the name of Running High that was based on more futuristic elements where players played as characters that used mechanized robotic suits that allowed them to enhance their overall speed when they were running. And again, it was a good game in its own right and had a very unique appeal to it. I have done a previous video of that game, so I'll make sure to drop a link down in the description. Where Running Wild comes in, it uses very similar dynamics, and primarily where this game would take much of its influence from more so would be Sonic R, that would have been seen on the Sega Saturn, as that used all of the elements with the characters from the Sonic series, with Sonic the Hedgehog, Tails and all other characters seen in the Sonic universe, where they were pitted in a kind of like a race type environment where they were running and racing against each other, where you had to avoid various obstacles while running across a variety of different type of obscure styled tracks. And Running Wild uses very similar type of aesthetics, as it also uses cartoony style visuals, but would use more animal, like Sonic would use animal type characters, anything from like zebras to elephants to goats and other types of characters, all with their own abilities and control methods and special moves that they could utilize to take advantage within each race. So there are 6 characters to choose from, again each with their own different skill sets and abilities. The elephant primarily is the strongest, but wouldn't be as agile compared to other characters, while the bull would probably be the most agile and the zebra would be the fastest. There would also be a number of hidden characters that you can unlock throughout the game's challenges and various competition modes that you have to play through and win against. And it is a very different style of racer. Like I said, there's not many of these type of games out there, but it has a very unique appeal. Although the game did receive mixed reviews, it did appeal to a number of different types of gaming enthusiasts, because again, it was just a different style of racer, and it would have appealed to more of a younger audience in terms of its visual dynamic. And what does the game feel like in general to play? Well, having recorded this video, I'd never played the game before, and I had seen images and I seen videos about it, and I was interested and intrigued to see what the game would be about. Now, it is simplistic in its nature. That's pretty much the premise of the game. But I have to say, from my own personal experience of spending time playing the game, I actually had a lot of fun. I had a blast playing it. It's actually really good, and it's a lot of fun. It really is funny. There's a lot of elements in the game that will definitely give you a giggle, because between using the special moves, even the sound effects, and even some of the various aesthetics each of the characters have, will definitely give you a lot of kind of like fun elements that'll keep you playing for quite a while, and you'll want to explore more into the game. Again, I love the visual style, even though it's very cartoony and very simplistic in how it presents itself, but it is a great use of a variety of the different tracks and different types of obstacles that you have to overcome and endure in order to complete races. And depending on which character you choose will present a different dynamic with regards to the controls, and you'll have to alter your play style in order to try and gain an advantage in each race. And with the majority of modes that are there available, each mode will present something different and unique to the player. And in all honesty, regardless of the reviews, I found it to be a lot of fun. I genuinely did. I actually had a really good time playing this game. It's very simple for what it does. I think that's the appealing nature that I found personally with it, is that it's simple to pick up and play. It doesn't take too long to really get a feel for the dynamics. And in fairness to it, with regards to the controls, because over the years, like, I have played other types of games, like I played Sonic R on the Sega Saturn, and even was a version of it released on the PC, and recently I played even like Running High, which I have covered in a previous video. I'll leave it in the description, and they are good games in their own right. And I have even played Pepsi Man, but the controls wouldn't have been as fluent or as responsive compared to Running Wild. I found Running Wild to definitely be a lot easier to pick up and play, and more approachable from that kind of standpoint. So if you're looking for something that is a wee bit different, that offers something totally out there and obscure compared to other racers that you would see, and again, there's no cars in this, you're literally just running, like if we were doing like a standing race, like running on your feet. It's very different, it's very obscure, but yet at the same time offers up enough charm and quirky nature that essentially for me is worth a try. And I would definitely recommend this game, and I would definitely go back to play it in all respects to it. It is a lot of fun, and I do recommend that if you're looking for something different, try it out and see what you think for yourself. It genuinely is a lot of fun. You will have a good laugh with this game. So I'd love to know your thoughts on Running Wild for the PlayStation, if you have played it yourself, and if so, what do you think of the game overall. Do you enjoy these type of quirky and obscure racing games, or maybe not so much? I'd love to hear whatever stories you do have of this unusual game, so be sure to share it down in the comments below. And if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to be updated of future videos. And if you would like to see more content on the channel around other types of unique and quirky racing games similar to Running Wild, also released on the PlayStation, then check out the playlist here on screen to see more of those games in action. And as always, keep those gaming memories alive.